Yes, Robo, it's week 4. Yes, and we're running behind time getting these clips up. People have been asking about them, haven't they? Well, I've been so busy setting exam papers. They want them all done by next week. I don't know whether I'll make it. Anyway, maybe they don't need exams. That could be a new innovation. Hey, Robo, no exams. Anyway, talking about exams, the topics we covered in week 4 will be quite helpful, I think, to that Part B question in the final examination, because we're starting to look at some of the serious ideas in company law, and we started off looking at the internal governance rules of a company, or whether the company's got its own constitution or uses the replaceable rule. Oh, Robo, you've got a friend here. Who's his friend? This is Robo's friend. Another friend you have, Robo, Angela Learning, and Angela Learning's here to help us with our corporate law. That's very good, the Angela Learning. We'll pop Angela Learning back there and we'll talk a bit more about what we covered in week 4. And what we looked at was really about the two organs of governance in a company, the board of directors and the members in general meeting. And what's happened is there's a tension between the two. Generally the day-to-day management functions and most of the more mundane procedures are allocated to the board of directors. But where members' rights are likely to be put under threat, that's where we need to have a meeting of the members. And we looked at different ways meetings can occur and how a meeting can be convened. That's right, we learned some new words about proxies and quorums and all those sorts of things. And we were looking to see in what circumstances we need membership approval to do different things. And in one of the instances, even if we've got membership approval of a meeting, the law can still intervene and say, no, that decision isn't valid. That's in the case where it's what's called there's this equitable limitation on majority voting power. So that's a bit strange. So even if the majority have the numbers, sometimes a court will intervene. In fact, Gambotto's case shows us instances where the court will intervene. So if we're looking at it that way, yes, I know there were so many chapters this week to cover, weren't there? There were. But if we think about it like that for the moment, Robo, rather than trying to remember all the detail, because you can look up the detail in the legislation, they give examples there, and yes, it's an open book exam. Once you're starting to mark your textbooks to take into the exam, that's a very good idea, Robo. And you've got Angela Learning helping as well, that's very good. So by all means, yes, you check the materials up on the course web page. We need to make sure they're all there. No, Robo, I'm not telling you what's on the exam paper. What I will do is I'll put up a notice on the course web page later so everybody gets a fair go, okay? So that's a sensible idea. And in the meantime, I hope you're working on your assignment, because that could be some very easy marks. So it's basically technical stuff this week. What else is there, Robo? I don't know. Can't think of anything else. Yes, different classes of shares. Look, a lot of the stuff we did this week we'll come back and look at in more detail, so don't be too concerned if it all seems just too much at the moment. It isn't really. Oh, you wanted me to tell what the students in Rockhampton did yesterday in the tutorial. Well, we went and we looked up the online library resources. We looked at the CCH online, the CCH commentary, where they talk about various sections of the Corporations Act, and we looked at Ford's Principles of Corporations Law online, that's right, Halsbury's Laws of Australia, yes, we looked at that online, yes. So that we do have these resources up here and everyone can use them. That's the exciting thing, or because they're available for everyone. And you go to the library database, you click on Law and CCH online, Ford's Principles of Corporations Law online. Holsbridge laws of Australia and just follow your nose. That's right. Rightio, Robo. You say goodbye for this week. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, you want to say goodbye to Angel Learning, right? You want to bring Pencil Dog next week? I'll see if we can.